Dear Governor Cuomo, we come as your friends, Governor Cuomo, and we are here peacefully to celebrate our strength and humbly bear witness to the devastating public health and safety issues that surround hydrofracking. This coalition of more than 100 groups from all over New York State is proof that we are growing stronger and more coordinated every glorious waking moment. We are here to firmly but respectfully ask our governor to be our hero. We are not Democrats nor Republicans. We are not ideologues. We are not afraid of science or knowledge. We are citizens of New York, and we are here because we love this place we call home. And we are here to implore you to stop the course that has been set. We have the well-being of our children pounding in our hearts, and we have the words of our medical community, educators, and scientists pouring from our mouths and illuminating the way. In this beautiful state building and participated in our right of democracy. And we were asking for a moratorium on hydrofracking. We needed to know more about the science. We needed to know more about what the medical community had to say. And like our politicians here in New York, our thinking on this has evolved. And we're here to ask our governor to evolve along with us and use the science and use what has been taught to us by the victims and what has been taught to us by the medical community and evolve to ban fracking now. Ban fracking now.
We are on the front lines here in New York. New Yorkers have a big responsibility. Everybody is looking to New York. This is about natural gas as a financial instrument, not about jobs,
That's right.
Not about the future or energy future. This is irresponsible gambling. We will not have our water gambled with.
We realize that we are the change that we have been waiting for.
We are New Yorkers against fracking.
We invite you, EPA, to take a swill off that.
I am not a scientist. I'm not an environmental expert. I'm not a health expert. So let's bring the emotion down and let's ask the qualified experts what their opinion is.
Would I live in a community with HVHF based on the facts I have now? Would I let my child play in the school field nearby, or my family drink the water from the tap, or grow their vegetables in the soil? After looking at the plethora of reports, as you see behind me, and others that I have in my office, my answer is no.
All right. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made to be frack-free. New York is frack-free.
Today is a great day for New Yorkers and people across this country because today, New York has a ban on fracking.
I woke up this morning proud to be a New Yorker. A state in which we speak and government listens. They listen to the science, and they made a decision based on the facts. So thank you, Governor Cuomo, for being such a leader.
My son was 8 years old when I decided to take all of my skill set as a scientist and throw it into this fight. He's now going into high school. And every time I came to Albany and came home, he would ask me the same question, Mom, did you ban fracking yet? So yesterday, when I heard this announcement, I called my son in school. I said, Elijah, ask me that question. You always ask me when I come home from Albany, just ask me. And he asked me, and I said, yeah, we did it. We did it today.
Speaking personally now, proud to have worked with every one of you. We were here in 2009 with Mark Ruffalo and Pete Seeger, which was really the kind of kickoff of that campaign, and that infused the spirit of the grassroots part of this whole campaign and this whole coalition. And without that energy, grit, determination, and guts, we wouldn't be here today at all. This is a momentous victory. Don't forget that. And we beat an extraordinarily rich, extraordinarily powerful adversary. They're right now the same adversaries that are going to try to fight us as we move forward on renewables. They're trying to kill wind in Washington. They're trying to kill solar in Washington. They tried to kill solar in this state, but they failed. But you know something? We beat them then. We beat them yesterday. We'll beat them tomorrow as well.
Though it didn't come easily, New York is currently the only shale gas-bearing state with a ban on fracking. More jobs are being created in renewable energy industries than in oil and gas extraction.
There'll be so much growth in clean and renewable energy, and the cost will come down as a result. There'll be a natural transition and elimination of the use of coal, oil, and gas. We do think that we can have a transition to 100% renewable energy for all purposes by 2050.
Renewables have been ready since the 1990s. I worked on a renewables program in the 1990s, and we called places like the Midwest the Saudi Arabia of wind power.
With the resource depletion and the threat to the environment, I'd like to see America taking the lead. Now planet, spaceship Earth, we're all going through the universe together, taken out of the same well, the same ozone layer, and we got to protect it.
The big issues are sometimes hard to capture, and there's nothing bigger than the threat of climate change.
Well, I think the governor likes to talk a good game, and in some cases he is making good strides and is symbolically a leader compared to other governors, perhaps.
The world isn't going to make it unless a huge change of heart and change of the way we do business occurs. California is pushing in the direction of a positive change.
Governor Brown seems to be talking a good talk about renewable transition, but unwilling to take on the oil companies and the fossil fuel companies.
It's increasing the intensity of my commitment to do everything I can to make sure that we reduce oil consumption in California and continue on the path of leading the world in a sustainable future. And we're going to do that. How much can you do?
All of our community allies that are getting sick and we're seeing our water poisoned are just wondering when Governor Brown is going to show real leadership. We're really compromising and threatening the future of the livability of these places and the economy of these places for one dying, greedy industry.
Every year, Chevron and other oil companies generate billions of gallons of toxic wastewater from their oil fields in California. The wastewater contains many dangerous chemicals, some cancer-causing. Now these same oil companies are running out of places to dump the wastewater, so they're giving it to food companies to grow our fruits, nuts, and vegetables. For example, the Wonderful Company, which owns Halo mandarins, Palm Wonderful, and Wonderful almonds and pistachios, grows some of its crop with the wastewater. And Grimway Carrots, which owns Cal Organic and Bunny Love brands, grows its carrots in a district where oil field wastewater is mixed with the groundwater. These products are everywhere, and we're feeding them to our kids. Join Food and Water Watch and tell your government officials that you want this practice stopped now.
These are organic California almonds. This is California drilling wastewater. And that is California organic almonds irrigated with California drilling wastewater. Those two don't go together.